What's up, you guys? It's just Numi. I got on here to do my 19-month Sisterlock update. I haven't done a Sisterlock update in a long time. And it's just been because I've been so busy with school. I have a small break right now until clinical start. I have moved back to the States and I will be here for a minimum of 2 years. And then we will go from there, where I will go after that because I'm not very sure. But of course, I'm going to try to get a residency in the States. So, we'll see how that goes. But anyway, my background has changed. I am actually staying with family friend. And well, it's not a family friend, it's actually family, but it's my husband's family. And we'll be here, for some time. So I will be changing my background again in a few weeks when I move into my apartment. And so you will notice different background then. But anyway, let's talk about my Sisterlocks. So it's been 19 months. I can't believe I am approaching 2 years. It will be 2 years in December. And I have been loving what's, happening to my hair. I like the way my hair has really blossomed with the fullness and things. And, I haven't been having that many problems. Let's talk about the good stuff first. So the good stuff is it's thickening up. I'm keeping my grid intact. I actually just got my hair retightened like a week and a half ago. And so my grid is intact, which is really important to me to keep the grid intact. The way she retightened my hair, I don't have to have a middle part. I can kind of just go any way that I want, which I really like, because sometimes when you have the middle part, it's just too much. So I don't like to always have a part in my hair. So a lot of times I wear my hair like this. But yeah, so she told me that I didn't have any issues really with my hair. The one thing that she noticed was, my ends are still loose. So I did have some bunching on about, I don't know, she told me maybe like 4 or 5 locks that were bunched and she had to pull the bunching out. And I kind of knew that because, when you wash your hair, especially if you're not braiding and banging, and I have washed my hair a few times where I didn't braid and bang, and after I get out of the water and my hair is drying, you get that shrinkage and you will see like the bunching starts. So it's really good to continue to braid and bend your hair, especially if your ends are very loose, so you don't deal with the bunching. But you can get bunching outside of that as well. It really just depends on like the lock pattern that you have and how your hair is kind of intertwined in there. That can cause bunching as well. But if you have a good consultant, they will catch that and they will fix that for you, so you don't have to have that bunching, because once it's bunched, it's very, very hard to get undone. So I haven't really had much of that. I had it in a few, but she fixed it right away. The other thing that she mentioned is I have like some really big ones in the back. And I will show you. Here's one that's kind of big, as you see there. That's really big. I have a few in the back that are about that size. And she was asking me about resizing them to make them smaller because just to add more fullness and also to kind of be in compliance with like what the Sisterlock should be. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Plus, I had 487 locks. Now I have 486 locks because I had to join one of them up here, where is it here? I think it's right here. No, not that one. Where is it? I'm trying to show you which one I had to join. See this one? Yeah, I think this is the one I had to join. I'm trying to find it. I think it was this one that I had to join. This seemed too long though. Hold on. Maybe this one. No, that one's too long too. I think it's this one that I just grabbed here. It's very hard because she fixed it, because I think this is it, because it's kind of uneven. Yeah. So I had to join one of the locks up here, and I'm pretty sure it's that one. Oh no, here it is here. This is it. And as you see, it's a lot shorter, and it's kind of it's kind of fat here, and it's kind of uneven there. So that came with me joining the lock. But I didn't want to lose the lock because the one that was in front of it was just so paper thin, and I just was like, okay, this lock is going to like fall out or something. So that's why I joined it. But it was cool, and she told me I did an okay job with the joining. I'm not a loctician, so I don't really know how to join locks properly, but she said I did okay, so I'm happy about that. So that's basically it as far as like the good things that's been going on with my hair during this time. I love the fact that I just kind of could get up and go and I don't really have to worry about my hair. That is just a blessing to me. And I love the fullness that I'm getting. The length, it's coming. It's coming. My length goal is around here. This is where I think I will be very comfortable having my hair. I don't think I want to go any lower than that, but we'll see. Right now, I just want to get there. And if you look at my hair here, because shrinkage still happens with Sisterlocks, so my actual hair is there, but that's with me stretching it out, you know? So if I can not stretch my hair and get it there, then I will be very happy. So that is my length goal. Now, as far as like the problems that I've been dealing with, so I have definitely been dealing with a lot of dandruff, and I mean like really bad dandruff where like if you shake your hair, like the dandruff will like fall on your clothes, and to the point where I didn't want to be around people with, you know, if I had on like darker colors because they would see the flakes on there. It was just, I was very self-conscious about it, and I was like, I cannot deal with that like that. So I had put my concerns out on social media with like the groups that I'm involved in, and I had plenty of suggestions, and the most suggested item to use was this Neutrogena tea gel. So I went and I bought this Neutrogena, is it Neutrogena? Yeah, Neutrogena tea gel, and I've only used it one time. It has coal tar, which is an anti-dandruff medication. It also has 2% solubilized coal tar extract, which is for anti-seborrheic dermatitis, and also there's anti-psoriasis. So it's definitely for skin issues with your hair. And I actually mentioned this to my dermatologist, and they just said, you know, it's like a normal medicated shampoo. It's not, it won't hurt your hair. So she told me to try it because the next step would be getting a prescription from the dermatologist. And if you get a prescription from the dermatologist, she told me it'll be more of like an antifungal type of shampoo that you would get. So I kind of didn't want to get that because she said it is harsh and you might see some changes in your hair. And if you're already having like problems with dryness in your hair, then it will be more dry, you know. So she said try this first and then see, you know, how it works. But she did recommend washing my hair as needed, because I was thinking, you know, when I first got the dandruff and was having issues, and I think it was because I was working out every day. When I was on island, I started working out every single day for about 4 months because I was trying to, of course, just mentally, it kept me going. And also I did want to lose weight and all of that stuff. So since I've been back, I haven't been working out as much because I'm not really settled as yet, but I try to do like at least 3 days a week. But when I was working out every single day and all the sweating that I was getting in my hair, I noticed that's when I had like the most dandruff. I would wash my hair and like 2 days later, I would still have dandruff coming out. And I was like, this is not the business for me. So it was so bad where I was thinking of just cutting my locks off. That's how bad it was. But I ended up trying to be on a schedule of washing my hair every few days. That was just not good either for me. So it was just too time consuming and it just was too much. So I had to get something, because normally I was washing my hair like every 2 weeks, you know, but I couldn't go that long because the dandruff was that bad. So anyway, I used this and I went like a week and a half with still working out. I tried the whole workout every day thing and I used that, and I didn't have any dandruff until around the closer to the 2 week mark. And I started noticing flakes again, but they weren't bad. They were just small flakes, but it was noticeable. If I like got in my hair and did like that, I would be able to see like flakes on my clothes. So when I got back to the States, because after I used that, I ended up coming back to the States. I went to my loctician, which I, you know, hadn't seen in so long, and explained all the things that was going on. And she was asking me about, you know, had I used the Sisterlocks shampoo, and I did use that, and it just really, initially it worked okay, but then it just didn't work anymore for me. So I stopped using that because I just felt like it's not working. Why am I using it? Plus I didn't like the way it smelled on my hair, and after my hair as my hair was drying, I didn't like the way it smelled. I felt like my hair smelled like a dog hair or something. It just did not smell well. So I stopped using that, and I was still using the Sisterlocks shampoo, starter shampoo, but I haven't used that now since I've been using, well, since I used this tea gel, which is, I just used it once, which has been a few weeks now, because I've gotten my hair washed since then. When I got back to the States, when I went to my loctician, she washed my hair with a non-Sisterlock product, but it was a clarifying shampoo. And she told me that it's really good for dandruff. And so I haven't washed my hair since then, and it's been like a week and a half, and I haven't noticed any flakes or anything like that. So that's really good. I am planning on washing my hair probably over the weekend, because one thing the dermatologist recommended to me, she was like saying that, you know, we really should wash our hair as African Americans minimum once a week. Yes, we need the oils in our hair for you know, health and everything like that, but she said, you know, that when you're dealing with dandruff or seborrheic dermatitis, it's an overabundance of that on your scalp, and that's why you're having like all the flaking and things. And so she was like, you don't want to have that, so you don't want to go very long with, you know, in between the washes, because then you will start to have problems. So you want to try to get it under control, and you know, once it's under control, then you can try to extend it out. But she definitely recommended washing my hair a minimum of once a week, and she said even if I need to wash it every other day, it's okay. And I even talked to my loctician, and she said yes, you can wash your hair as much as you want, you know, as long as you're braiding and banding if you need to, because your hair is not completely locked, you're fine, you know. So I'm glad with that. Now, you guys know that I colored my hair a while ago. I have been dealing with dryness, of course, which is expected when you color your hair. But I was so against like using products. I didn't want to go back into using products on my hair, but I needed to do something to combat the dryness, and I didn't want to get something that would build up on my locks. So I ended up buying this Cream of Nature argan oil spray. It's like a mist, gloss, and shine that you put on there, and I really just like do it over my head like that so it can get some up here, but then I bring my ends out and I hold it very far away and I spray it on my ends on both, and that's kind of it. And I just been using it maybe once a week, just to make sure I'm getting some type of oil on there. It's not like a moisture, but it is like an oil, and you know, it doesn't really, I don't think it really absorbs. I think it just kind of just lays there. Maybe some of it absorbs, but when I was looking at my ends, it didn't seem like it really absorbed into the end. But I don't know, my hair is kind of on that, it's not low porosity, but it's, you know, that spectrum is closer to the low porosity versus high porosity. So things tend to just sit there on my hair for some time. The one thing that she mentioned is, my loctician mentioned about conditioning my locks because of the dryness as well. Sisterlocks company, they do have a moisturizing spray you can use. I had already purchased this, so I told her I will probably use this and see how this works. And if it works fine, then I will continue to use it. If it doesn't, then I am open to trying the Sisterlocks moisturizing spray. But I like Carol's Daughter. I have used the products before when I was a loose natural on my twist outs, when I would do twist outs, and the spray would give my hair a lot of moisture, and I really liked the product. I also liked Alike Naturals conditioner spray and Jane Carter conditioner spray, but this to me was the thinnest, and because I don't want any buildup, that is why I chose this one. Because the other ones are more, especially Alike Naturals one, is more oil based and it's kind of thick, and I didn't want to put something too thick on my locks because I didn't want to deal with buildup and potentially it getting in my locks and leaving like a residue in my locks. So that's why I didn't do the Alike Naturals one, but I love the lemongrass and the way that it smells. The Jane Carter one is like a good middle ground. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. It was just, I don't know. I just didn't get it. I was like, well, I will try Carol's Daughter and you see how that works on my hair. If I don't like it, the next one I would do is Jane Carter one. I'm definitely not going to do the Alike one. It's just too thick, and I think I would end up, you know, getting stuff on my hair. I'm gonna spray some on here just now so I can see what it looks like on my hair. As you see, I haven't even used it, so it's definitely wet. It's kind of like a white. Smells nice though. It's like kind of sitting there on my hair. I don't really like the way that feels. I don't know. I don't really like the way it feels. It feels like sandpaper. It makes my hair feel like a sandpaper kind of. I don't know. Maybe it needs to soak inside because it's definitely sitting on top. I mean, my hair is like, thank you. Thank you for giving me some moisture. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So I sprayed some on here. I'll let you guys know if it's a good conditioner or not. It's kind of sticky. I don't know if they changed the formula of this. You know, these companies, I don't know. And you know, when I used to review products, I was very like on point with like what was in the products and stuff. But it definitely feels like it's kind of sticky. I don't know if I like that. Before when I tried it, it was not sticky like this. I do remember that because I wouldn't have tried it. It does have hydrolyzed, just hydrolyzed cornstarch. What else is in here? Oh, it has a hydrolyzed wheat protein in there, but it's just so far down on the ingredients list that I don't know if it will do much. But I definitely didn't like the way that felt. Ooh. Maybe I rinse this out. I don't know. I may rinse this out. I don't know about that. So yeah, we're gonna hold off. We're gonna hold on this. It says it replenishes moisture, improves manageability, adds shine for dry, dull, and brittle hair. We'll see how it works on my ends. But it does smell nice. It does smell nice. But anyway, those are the 3 products that I have that I was open to use. Yeah, I don't like that feeling on my hands. And I'm just gonna go from there and see what happens. You know, right now the dandruff has calmed down. Praise God. Because I don't want to be working in the hospital because I'm about to start my clinicals and I definitely don't want to be worried about my hair, flakes on my clothes. Like that is just a problem, and it can be viewed as a hygiene issue, and I don't want that to happen to me. And I don't even know if I'm gonna be wearing my hair all the time anyway, because I've been toying with the idea of going back to wearing units. Not all the time, but you know, a lot of the time. It just really depends. It really, really depends on how things are going, how I feel. You know, I don't want it to be something where it's, you know, I feel like it's a pressure to wear it. I definitely want it to be something where, like how it used to be, where I would wear it, I wouldn't wear it, you know, and no one really looked at you differently, you know. I think the reason why I was thinking so much about it now is because it has been brought up like twice to me about Sisterlocks not being considered to be professional, and I really think it depends on like the culture that you're in and all of that. You know, I don't really know, but you know, I don't want to be viewed as non-professional, and it hinders me from, you know, progressing or getting into a residency or what have you. You know, I definitely don't want that to hinder me. So that's my thing that I've been kind of toiling with now, and I've just been speaking to multiple people. If you guys have dealt with that, please leave a comment down below. Let me know how you handled it. What did you do? But anyway, that is it for my hair video update. It is definitely a long video, sorry. I tend to do long videos, you know, I don't know. It's just what I like to talk. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, concerns, leave them down below. Thank you guys for following me. Thank you for being patient with me. And yeah, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And also please share if you find the video helpful. I really appreciate that. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.